Yacht A Cancer, welcome to Navajo Sage Weaver Tarot's channel. Thank you, Cancer. I am going to do your reading today, and I've already pre-shuffled and pulled out your cards. There are 4 different types of decks used here in the storyline, and also I have a oracle deck, the Wisdom of Elders. I'm gonna give it a little shuffle and then just see what's on the top and top message, and then the bottom deck, see what the message there is for us, Cancer, and then a divine feather message. And so I'm going to start off by shaking the gourd to move any stagnation. All right, Cancer. Let's see. Just give it a little. Split the deck in half, see what the message is for the top. We have 3, bravery. And then the bottom, we have 34, planting seeds, intentions. And then see what the message, the divine feather message. We have Pelican. Choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. All right, I'm going to read from the book, Bravery. 3, bear. In the Nambigwaish, I think I'm pronouncing that way wrong, but language, bravery means the state of having a fearless heart, which means that we must be brave to do what is right regardless of the consequences. It is often easier to remain silent when seeing something is unjust, as it can be difficult to speak up for fear of retaliation. Bravery is the gift that bear provides to us. Although these animals are gentle by nature, but fearlessness of a mother bear when one of her cub is approached, e hit Thomas Tomatize, the teaching of bravery. Bear is courageous and teaches us to have the mental and moral strength to overcome the fear that prevents us from engaging with this specific sacred grandfather teaching. It is a challenge that must be faced with the same level of strength and intensity as a mother bear protecting her cub. Bear shows us we should face our challenges with fiercity, even when it is difficult to do so. Bravery is the sacred teaching that is given and reveals when it's needed the most. When we stand up and do what is right, we demonstrate bravery. You are being called to exhibit bravery in your life. You may be asked to embody the courage of bear, to speak out against what is wrong. This is an opportunity to take in challenge that might scare you. Embracing bravery will allow you to release your fears, and you can trust that the rewards are worth the risk. I'm going to read 34. 34, planting seeds, intention. There's a reason and a season for all things in life, and there's a potential for boundaries, potential if we seize the divine opportunity that we wish to manifest in our lives. Our capacity for self-expansion is done so through hard work and dedication, and by creating clear intention for the journey ahead. The intention we create for ourselves are akin to seeding, and it is the same way we must nurture our dreams and aspiration. Careful thought is required when putting out intention for our future selves, and constant action is needed to accomplish the goal we wish to work hard towards. We may have imaginings We may have imaginings for our futures, but intention had without actively nourishing our dreams. We will take root. If you wish to manifest a dream, life that will flourish like the mighty oak. Understand that growth and advancements is a progress, even though you will not be able to bear witness to each phase of your development. Growth stills occur under the surface. We cannot control when it rains, but through perseverance, resourcefulness, and by learning to become creators, we can plant seeds out in the world, so that the work we invest in our goal allow us to reap a beautiful harvest. The planting seed card. Pay attention to all the details required so that your intentions can carefully flourish. Have a clear vision of your future and trust that you are moving towards your goal. Perhaps you taken the plunge a further your education or read a book on subjects that inspire you. Plant your seeds of intention today and water them daily. Hold highest the vision of your fullest potential of growth and take a small step every day towards your intention. All right. That was your message from the Elder of Wisdom. I don't know if you remember, but we have Pelican here, and it says, choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. All right. Okay, Cancer. So we're starting off and we're bringing in the energy of the Strength card here. And the Strength energy is reminding us that, um, sometimes we have that internal struggle. Sometimes we uh, struggle with taming it, right? Because we don't know, um, because you have to tame the unknown, right? How do you tame a lion, right? If you're a crow, you have to have courage. You have to face certain, affliction, right? Like something terrible, like might get your wings bit or get close to his mouth, this lion energy. But you have it in you to tame it, you're bringing this strength energy. Also, um, there's this self-knowledge, spiritual strength, you know, so. We're starting off with that, Cancer. And then when you learn how to tame that lion, right? Love it. Love that inner lion within you, you know, bravery, bear, planting that first seed, right? Then the Nine of Chalice comes in. And the Nine of Chalice is spirit saying, hey, Cancer, once you start that seed, start celebrating, because this project's gonna, this process is going to have completion. It's gonna help you through a cycle, right? Like this plant here. If you plant the seed, it grows into something beautiful. But you have to have bravery, you know, face it like a mother bear, have fierce, you know, but in a way that can be tame, right? So when you have the Nine of Chalice there, right? Having the having your wish, come true, being proud of it, right? And then taking, having faith and pushing through, right? Pushing through the challenge, standing the rain, right? Whatever you can't control it, you have no control, but you're gonna take that risk there. Then the energy of the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands energy is that you have to have that creativity, you know? You have to have that openness, that mind. You have to take charge, be in control of this queen energy, It's not an energy to play around with, you know? It's an energy that is willing to work hard, but she's this energy of listening to her intuition. She's kind, she can heal. And then the Two of Swords comes in. I mean, the Two of Wands energy. You're learning about this Queen of Wand energy. Because you saw something when he tamed, when he became this bear, when he took the weather, something changed. And you saw it. Cancer. So you wished upon a star. You wished upon something. You made a wish, you made a idea, you made a thought, you made an intention, planting that seed. Now you're looking at it. You're planning, okay, so if the weather goes this way, then I have to do it this way. If it goes this way, you know, so you're planning for the future of how your crop's going to turn out. Then the Temperance energy, Spirit showing us that there's going to be a transformation coming in because you're going to use your power to make things balance within and outside of who you are. Because it takes bravery, right? takes that first step to plant that seed there. And then this moon energy comes in. A subconscious, right? Cycle. The moon energy is spirit saying trust Cancer. Trust that you can call upon us and we can guide you. You have people around you right here, loyal ones that you can ask for help and they'll help you plant your garden. Then when you do that, right, then the Ten of Pentacles come in, the energy. You're making something because you asked for help. So now it's beautiful. Ten of Pentacles. Connecting with family, having that abundance, feeling secured, right? Because all you did was plant your seeds, take chances. Then the Two of Pentacles here, finding balance, whatever's left over out of this Ten of Pentacles. Then the Ace of Cups comes in, learning to trust, and forgive yourself, right? So you can raise your vibration with pelican energy there. Standing up like a mother bear, taking charge of your path. Cancer. Then you have the Four of Pentacles here, energy. And Spirit's just letting you know that you can hold on tightly. But if you do, right, you're going to have that power struggle. And you're trying to hold on to it. But Spirit's going to make you choose, make you move it, you know, give you a power struggle. The Four of Pentacles. Having that hoarden, hoarder. Yeah, this can be a hoarder energy. Stagnation, right? So I shook the gourd, to move it. When you finally let it go, right? Then the Queen of One energy here comes in. And the Queen of One energy, she takes charge. You have it here. In this two energy is just, you know, sometimes when they repeat, it's just that you're really confident, you know, you have that self-awareness because you planted the seed and you know how hard it is to work with this emperor coming in, finding that structure here, finding the stability, taking back your authority. And then when that happens, boom, something triggers the energy and the frequency. Now you have Eight of Wands energy coming in, taking action, beginning your journey, leaving something behind, moving with full force. The Eight of Wands energy. Fresh new energy coming in, right? Because you took authority and you're at that self-awareness there. Then the Eight of Cups energy after that, right? Moving things, moving that frequency. Look at the entity has its back against the Eight of Cups, walking away, taking time for yourself, letting go of all this communication, right? Walking away from something. Raising to the next vibration, and then the King of Cups energy here. The King of Cups energy is just, it reminds us, you know, that you're finding joy in the cycle, right? Whatever your whatever you can do in your environment, right? Maybe right now you're on a very tight budget, tight schedule, within yourself. And so there's this routine that you created for yourself for short to get things done in a short amount of time, right? And because you can do that, right, Cancer, then the Ace of Coins comes in. You manifesting, see growth, you're seeing it, you're connecting, feeling grounded at the vine. Some new opportunity came in, and then it triggered the Four of Swords, healing your spirit, taking time for you. Because you can't make this rush, you can't go out there and, you know, give out the sun every day, like you have to let it connect to its environment and, you know, seeds, plants, they grow all differently throughout the country. When you take your rest, right, Cancer, then you have the Six of Pentacles here. And the Six of Pentacles energy is taking care of the needs of others, so you're giving back and growing food, right? Giving back and giving flowers, giving back in a way that can help to compost the life. Then you have the Seven of Coins here, energy next. Harvesting all your resources and enjoying them and This is like a good job kind of thing. Figure it out with the Six of Pentacles, right? Because you helped others, because you were able to. So now the Five of Wands here. Maybe there was an argument, right? You're arguing with yourself. And then the Nine of Cups. Your wish come true. Look at all this manifestation that you did. Then the Knight comes in and it's like, the Knight is like, he's gonna charge ahead. He's gonna say, hey, he ain't touching this. And then you're ending your story with the Judgment, you know, being asked to call upon your spirit, returning to what you were meant to do, get back on the path, release, embrace change. All right, uh, Cancer, that is your message, your reading. I just want to say thank you for allowing me to do your reading, Cancer. And I hope this helped you or gave you inspiration or inspired you in any way. Don't force any messages. If this doesn't resonate with you, just take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. And anything that you want to know, any of the decks will be the description down below. And I just want to say, Hojonas Gleet, Hojonas Gleet, Hojonas Gleet, Hojonas Gleet, Asha.